Hey peeps and followers, it is I, LeoHightower, and I am back up again, live in camera, on YouTube and everything. It's been a while since I've actually done one of these videos, and I'm proud to say, with great optimism and great happiness and cheer, I am back. It feels good to be back after all this time and everything like that. And if you've been paying attention to my YouTube posts and everything like that, I posted up that I would be doing a Q&A segment of my video and everything like that. But for now, I want to do some quick video updates and everything like that. First major update I wanted to get out of the way and everything. Project Kenshin and the Muramasa and everything has been turned into a webcomic of all things. I've decided to ditch the game idea, but I'll still be using RPG Maker, VX, and MV battle drops as maps and battle backgrounds and everything. I have a couple of sprites and faces and other little things that I want to use for making the overall presentation of it. I'm going to do it like a sprite comic for the most part, and I'm gonna post up a few images right here, okay? Just give me a minute. I hope you peeps have enjoyed those pictures. Seriously, there's more to come as time goes by. So yeah, I'm hoping that the sprite comic will do a whole lot better than me trying to make a game. I still want to make a game, but I guess maybe I was asking for too much when I first started the project way back in 2012 when it was called Project Sage. So yeah, I do want to make one more character profile video for one more character that I wanted to get out of the way, but I decided that he's going to be a support character of all things. So yeah, I do want to do some villain character profile videos and everything, so stay tuned for that, okay? Project Kenshin and the Red Muramasa is not dead. It's just been transferred over to doing sprite comics. So I hope you peeps will enjoy that whenever I do decide to post up any chapters or any progress, basically. I do want to include some music that I had downloaded and that I made a project playlist on YouTube of it, but with how YouTube is and some of the videos and channels being taken down and everything, that's gonna be a little hard to do, but I'll do my best. You never know. The sky's the limit. Also on a side note, future videos and everything, Leo reacts to Link versus the Retro Realm Warriors and everything by New Splat World, aka Lance. It's gonna continue sometime after this and whatnot, so yeah. And I have another reaction video planned, also. I haven't done it in a good while and everything, but I'm going to do a reaction to, for the first time, I'm gonna react to John Tron, and I want to get, I want to react to video game commercials that he's done. Well, video game commercial listings, but I also want to react to other video game commercials down the line. So yeah, So I hope you will stay tuned for that. And I also want to say Soul Calibur 3, Creative Soul Battle Theater is gonna make a comeback, as well as Super Smash Bros. Saturdays. I'm gonna try and get those out of the way, so yeah. I'm gonna try and get those out of the way. But more than anything, you know how I've been using RN Genocide 2 for all my sprite creations and everything like that? Speaking of which, the Game Character Hub Portfolio Edition of Edge from Final Fantasy IV, it's gonna come out sometime either next week or, well, not next week, but next month. Sorry, I don't have this scripted well, so yeah. But anyway, I hope you all look forward to the Final Fantasy IV Edge sprite. And I think I'm gonna go with, once again, RPG Maker VX Ace, as opposed to doing MV. It just feels better that way. And I like to test myself out with VX assets and everything. Oh yeah, speaking of sprite works and everything and faces, I've made the unfortunate decision to leave Fiverr sometime at the end of this month and everything. Seriously, I have not gotten any requests or commissions on Fiverr, and considering that because I used some money to basically promote my stuff, which I hated, I'm not getting paid for any of my commissions and everything like that on Fiverr. So it is with a heavy heart that I announce on this video that sometime at the end of this month, maybe on the 29th, I'm going to leave Fiverr. I'm just going to deactivate my whole entire I'm going to deactivate my account and everything, and I'm not gonna look back. Besides, I could always commission people on Coffee or Discord or anything else I can think of. So yeah. And the last message I got was from a requester, and I'm like, I didn't respond to it, but I'm not gonna make a sprite out of that. Seriously, I load this character, the person in question that they wanted me to do a sprite of. I'm not gonna say their name, but yeah. As much as I wanted to, I'm not going to make a character sprite out of that person because I don't like them. So yeah. Also on a side note, gaming-wise and everything, during my birthday, I finally got the chance to try out Nier Automata, the end of Yoha edition, and Lady 2B. You have my attention. I really gotta get back to that game more than anything. Hell, I need to get back to Sonic Racing Crossworlds more than anything too. Hell, there's a lot of games I need to get back to. But I have decided, RN Genocide 2, I might use that for future Let's Plays and everything. Hell, if anything else, I want to do a Let's Play of one of my favorite games on the Switch, Miitopia. Yeah, I want to do a Let's Play of Miitopia. And I'm going to be the main character, my me, but I also want to include some of my friends and family members and just other random NPCs to be characters. And who will be the Dark Lord? Well, only time will tell basically, but yeah. So yeah, if you guys want to be part of the Miitopia experience and everything like that, let me know in the comment section below. I'd be more than happy to and everything. So yeah. Do a future Let's Play of Miitopia? I'd be down with that. But also on a side note, I want to get back to Wii gaming for the most part, because now that we're situated okay in our apartment, but I still need to get we still need to get a few things. I really want to get back to gaming wise and content creation with using the Wii. More than anything, I should probably just finish up with WarioWare Smooth Moves. So yeah, there's that. But, as you know, of course, my Wii U data is gone, so I have to rely on my regular Wii to do any and all creation-wise stuff for Wii gaming and everything. But the good news is, I finally have an excuse to use the GameCube controller, as opposed to using the GameCube controller link up with the Wiimote and everything. So yeah, only time will tell exactly whether I get back to that and everything. And I also want to do PlayStation 3 gaming more than anything. Also on a side note, excuse me peeps, but I've decided to ditch 2 games on the PlayStation 3 because, well, they're no longer available online and everything like that, or the online service has been cut off. And for one game, I have the Sega Genesis collection on my Switch and everything, which I managed to get years ago. If you guys remember me doing my playthrough of Columns and everything. So that means Sonic's Ultimate Genesis collection and everything, it's gone. And sadly, I will probably get the Switch version of this, but Ghostbusters video game, it's gone. Especially because I had to be online to download a patch to play through the library section of Ghostbusters, the video game. Why not just get the Switch version? It's just a whole lot better and a lot more convenient. So yeah. And while I'm on the subject, PlayStation gaming, PSP gaming, I finished my Let's Play of Mega Man Maverick Hunter X. Sadly, I'm not going to do a Vile playthrough because I've already watched some people do it, so yeah. So I'm not going to do that. But I do want to use Orange Genocide 2 for any and all gaming-wise content. So I might just use it to choose the next game to play. I might just use it to choose the next game to play on PSP for a future Let's Play, and go with that. But yeah, I'm gonna use Orange Genocide 2 besides Spriteworks to do future Let's Plays, like Nufi Banga. Also, shout out to Nufi Banga. How you doing, man? But yeah, I got my Elgato and my adapter hooked up, so yeah, only time will tell with that. But yeah, more than anything, we just need to decorate a bit more and everything because it's barren back there. And I'm gonna put up some curtains next time whenever I get a chance. We got a pair of curtains, so you know, just decorate it that way. So yeah, life-wise and everything, I'm still working at the Dollar Tree. Got a new manager, and prayers to the previous manager, Miss Linda, and her daughter Nicole. Sending nothing but love and positive vibes your way. And yeah, just doing good, trying my best, doing my best, my brother's doing his best, so yeah. But anyway, I think that's gonna do it for any updates and everything. Now we're gonna move on to the Q&A segment. Also, like the game, weekend plans. Yeah, that's basically me. Yeah, I got this t-shirt from my brother for Christmas, so yeah. I love this PlayStation controller shirt, so yeah. But anyway, we're gonna move on to the Q&A segment of this video, so give me a minute, peeps. And sadly, I only got a few questions for this segment, so yeah, you have to bear in mind. But anyway, let's get started with this Q&A segment.
The next day.
Okay, sorry about that, you guys, but I wanted to save the Q&A segment for whenever for the next day and everything. So yeah, got my coffee and everything like that, so... And wearing my Kingdom Hearts 2 shirt, so... You know, it's a new day. Anyway, let's move on to the Q&A segment and everything. I only had a few questions sent to me, basically, on my Q&A post. So yeah, I'm gonna answer them alphabetically order, so you know. Anyway, the first question is from Brandon's Video Game Corner 7580, and he asks, what Nintendo GameCube games you used to have but not anymore? Simple. I can name a few off the top of my head, but the ones I remember are Sonic Gems Collection, Resident Evil 0, Wario World, DDR Mario Mix, and I forget the other name of this Nintendo GameCube classic, but yeah. Oh yeah, the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest Collection, and the promotion disc, basically. Sonic Gems Collection, after a little bit, I stopped playing it because I felt like the collection was mediocre. It only had 3 gems on it, that being Sonic R, Sonic CD, and Sonic the Fighters, for the most part. Every time I got the bad ending in Sonic CD, the game would lock up and freeze, and I'd have to restart my GameCube for the most part. I don't know if it was because of the game disc or if it was because of the GameCube, basically. And I no longer have the GameCube, so I wouldn't be able to tell exactly. Resident Evil 0, I got as far as going into the lab and everything like that, but after a while I'm like, I can't do the co-op feature anymore and everything, especially with Rebecca and Billy, so yeah. And besides, I can watch Super Gaming Brothers or someone else do a Let's Play of it. Let me see. DDR Mario Mix. I enjoyed DDR Mario Mix for what it was, especially whenever I did the step, and the challenge mode or the mash mode for the game. But after a while, I'm like, I can't do it anymore. I'm done with DDR Mario Mix, so after a while, I sold it. Same goes for The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time on GameCube, which included the Master Quest and the promotional disc. And that was basically a compilation of the first Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. Although, for some reason, I guess they couldn't do the sound too good on Majora's Mask because the sound was too messed up. And Ocarina of Time, it was the censored version. Same for the Ocarina of Time GameCube Master Quest Edition. The game was heavily censored and everything like that. I still had the gold cartridge, which had Ganondorf throwing up blood, and some blood in most cases, and the mirror shield. So yeah, those are the games that I do remember often, not me, that I don't have on the GameCube anymore. Also, Wario World, after I 100% completed it, I said that was enough, and there was no way I was going to be able to connect to the Game Boy WarioWare micro games because I didn't have it. Unless, of course, you count Nintendo Switch Game Boy Advance Online. But yeah, there was no way I was going to be able to connect online to it. I still have Sonic Adventure DX and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and I always use that to check up on my chow. But that's basically it for games that I used to have on the GameCube, for the most part. I still have a lot of my GameCube games. If I could, I'd pull them out and showcase them off to you and everything, but yeah. Thanks for the question, dude. Hope to see you again soon. I try to keep up and remember exactly what games I used to have for certain systems and certain consoles, but it's a little hard to remember, especially with my mind being it as it is and everything. But anyway, next question. DarkKyu, my man, Rakugan Frontier Story and Rakugan Tales. I'm gonna get back to that. Silly. I'm gonna get back to those games whenever I get a chance and everything. But yeah, the Frontier Story, I've watched various videos of, and I'm like, I'm liking what I'm seeing. But anyway, here's your question. Okay, I'll give it a go. Have you ever played any of the Azure Strike Gunvolt games? Believe it or not, I actually have the first Azure Strike Gunvolt game downloaded on Steam. Well, I have it, but I just haven't installed it for the most part. I have it saved, but I just haven't downloaded and everything like that. And I gotta tell ya, Azure Gunvolt is definitely an interesting game from Inti Creates, and they were the developers for the Mega Man Zero games. And if it's anything or plays just like the Mega Man Zero games, I am going to be very, very entertained, especially for the long run. But yeah, I've never played any of the Azure Strike Gunvolt games. I have played them in Blade Strangers, so there's that. And I'm hoping to get some mileage out of the game whenever I do decide to install it and play it. Basically, I can only hope for the best, because I can only hope for the best. Have you ever played them, and what was your take on them? Anyway, next question. Okay, the next question comes from DigitalArtCreativePioneers-u2x, and they asked, what was the first video game you ever played, and what did you think of Cartoon Fridays? Oh boy, that's a tough one. The one I remember playing the most back then as a kid was Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt on the regular Nintendo, and I gotta tell you, I got some pretty good mileage out of that growing up and everything, because well, it was in a sense baby's first video game, so yeah. But that's the one that I remember, especially because I played Super Mario Brothers, and I had the privilege of playing Duck Hunt with the zapper and everything on an old CRTV. Nowadays, you have to have a virtual console to play Duck Hunt for the most part, or even for that matter, playing the original Mario Brothers on the Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Classics. So yeah, I cannot remember if I played any of the Atari 2600 games like Spider Hunter, Keystone Capers, or even for that matter, the Atari 2600 version of Mario Brothers, or Donkey Kong Jr. But that's the one that I remember playing more than anything. And anyway, my opinion of Cartoon Fridays, yeah, Cartoon Fridays was the bomb back then. It was legit. It was a great way to showcase the various cartoons that Cartoon Network had back then, like the Powerpuff Girls, Ed, Edd and Eddy, Dexter's Lab, Cow and Chicken, Johnny Bravo, and Courage the Cowardly Dog, I Am Weasel, and whatever happened to Robot Jones when it was still relevant, and excuse me. And it was a great segment for Friday nights to show off the new episodes of various cartoons that they had back then. Seriously, cartoons and Nicktoons were pretty much neck and neck for the most part. And I gotta give props to Cartoon Network back then for their concepts of cartoons for the most part. Nowadays, you can't even really watch Cartoon Network and it being the same anymore. I'm glad that Tubi, of all things, showcases old school cartoons, and they also showcase some of the old stuff that Cartoon Network used to show and everything. Friday nights, Cartoon Friday nights and everything on Cartoon Network was also a good little segment, especially whenever they showed off Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi, if anyone remembers that cartoon. I still love Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi to this day and everything. It was always so silly to hear the voice actresses do the Japanese Ami and Yumi cutesy cartoons. Seriously, I enjoyed it for what it was. I really wish that they hadn't taken off Cartoon Country Fridays in regards to Adult Swim and everything like that. With the way how Cartoon Network is and everything like that, I don't even want to touch it with the 10-foot pole. Yeah. But anyway, those are my answers to your question and everything. Thanks again for sending in the question. I really appreciate it. Moving on to the next question. Okay. Next up we have 8 questions. 8 questions from New Splat World, aka HappySlapComedy, aka Lance. And I'm gonna name them off bit by bit and answer them and everything. But anyway, first question: date with Reina? When? Or Rena? It's not gonna happen, dude. Seriously. She's taken by Kenshin, my OC. Seriously, stop it. I know Reina is a beautiful character and everything with her pink hair, green eyes, and her fashion attire, but seriously, get over yourself. It's never gonna happen. Reina and Kenshin for life. My first ever OC shipping couple and everything. Besides, wouldn't you rather have Natsumi, or even for that matter Karai, or some of the villain characters like Madeline, or even for that matter the support character Amina? She has cat ears. But anyway, that's gonna answer the question. A date with Reina? It's never gonna happen, dude. Seriously, get over yourself. Anyway, question 2. Favorite moment of Link versus so far and why? I don't really have a favorite moment. The episodes just kind of pass by so quickly and everything. I'm sorry, dude. I can't really answer your question successfully. I apologize. But I will say that I did like the Lady Lindis episode that I requested, basically. It was really cool to see Link go up against the lovely Lady Lindis with her katana fight, blade style, and a bow and arrow. But I would like to see Link go up against another shield and sword type of character, which is why I'm going to also add a request, basically. I'm answering question number 4 for the most part. I have always wanted to see how Link would square up against Sophia or Cassandra from Soul Calibur, for the most part. Or even for that matter, their children, whom I forget the names of and everything like that. But yeah. Okay, question 3 is, did you know Tomska has ASDF movie 16 out? Yes, I have known about that. I've known about that since my MRI scan, and it's on my react to list, so yeah, stay tuned for that, Lance. So yeah. Number 16, I'm going to react to soon. Okay, I've already answered question number 4. Any new character requests? I've always wanted to see if Sophia or Cassandra could be added into a battle against Link for the most part. Maybe I'm more into action and stylish type of brand of cartoons and everything, like Teen Titans and Batman and everything, to name a few. So yeah. Or even for that matter, Death Battle, to see how characters would react against each other. Also, have you seen the Metal Sonic and Cell Death Battle? Seriously, that was the bomb. Anyway, moving on. Question number 5. Would you like to try my game Dawn of the Regal Siblings? Yes, I would. If it's an RPG Maker game or just any developed game in between and everything like that, I like to see what people can come up with, for the most part, to see whether it's art, literature, or even game quality wise. I love to see that. I like to see what people can come up with, and I give my honest opinion about it. I'm a technology type person, and I'm a bit of a good judge of character, so yeah. But at the same time, I'd be like, But anyway, moving on to question number 6. A character you would kill off in Link versus and why? I probably want to kill off Kiba because I really don't tolerate or care for Kiba. I'm sorry. Or even for that matter, that healer with the pink hair and blue eyes. I forget her name. But yeah, I really don't care for those characters for the most part because of their attitude, personality, and even for that matter, just their voices for the most part. Yeah. Number 7 is, which character of Link versus would you kiss, marry, and avoid like the plague? I would give a kiss to one of the Squid sisters, or Callie, or was it Marie? But I would avoid the other sister because I really don't care for them, seriously. They have it out, one of the sisters has it out for Link. I would marry Princess Peach because I adore Princess Peach. But I would avoid Princess Zelda like the plague because with how Link and everything has gone off and with how Link has fled Hyrule, I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, but I really do not care for Princess Zelda in the series for the most part. But yeah, this was a tough question to answer basically. I'm sorry, Lance, if I wasn't able to give a straight answer. But yeah, I would kiss Marie. I would marry Princess Peach, but I would avoid Princess Zelda like the plague. And I would avoid Conker too because, seriously, Conker was such a cute and sweet, innocent character until Rare and Conker's Bad Fur Day decided to basically adult him for the most part with liquor, prune juice, and the great mighty Pooh. Seriously. Ugh. And your last question is, first place you'd go if time travel were possible, and what would you do? I probably want to go back to the 70s more than anything, just to see how hip and cool the 70s were and everything like that. But I don't have a specific place that I would want to visit or anything. I'd probably want to jump on the Soul Train more than anything. But yeah, I'd probably take a look at Longview to see what it was like in the 70s, just for the most part, and look at well, my neighborhood at the place where my mom lived and or used to live, and see how that held up and everything, to see how it went through all the changes and everything. So yeah, there's that. But at the same time, I want to take a look at New York for that matter, just to see how it turned out and how it went through the changes. But yeah, that's gonna basically do it and everything. Thanks again, Lance, for the questions. I really appreciate it deeply from the bottom of my heart. But seriously, you have to stop obsessing with Reina and everything. Yes, I know that I have done very good pictures of her and everything, and I've done some sprite quality pictures and everything, but seriously, stop obsessing with the pink-haired, green-eyed, wet-wearing lady. Seriously, that's my character and everything. Oh, and while I'm on the subject and everything like that, one of the videos I took a look at, you used my old Reese Irisetta sprite and everything for the most part, so I'm like, hey, that's my old Reese sprite, and you used it to basically troll this one user for the most part because they were obnoxious and everything like that. And did I give you did I give you permission to use the character sprite? I do not remember. It's been a while, but yeah. Anyway, thanks again, Lance. Okay, my next question is from TheFellowCheepCheep, and this was an interesting question. if you wanted to go back in time and taste which fast food from, say, like McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's on the very first day they opened up in their respective year on 1940, 1953, and 1969, which burger item would you want to eat before their rise to popularity? I'd want to go back and I'd want to taste their original burgers, whether that be McDonald's Big Mac, whether that is Burger King's Whopper, or even for that matter, or Wendy's Dave's classic single for the most part, if it was around that is and everything. Let me see. Sorry. I have. Come on, if it'll look. I would want to see how the taste differences between then and now add up for the most part, especially when it comes to how the burgers are and everything like that, or the fries for that matter. And if I can tolerate it, have a Dr. Pepper, because my teeth can't really handle Dr. Pepper for the most part anymore, which is sad. But anyway, I want to go back and taste some of the classic burgers for the most part, just to see how the taste adds up and everything like that. If the taste is different from back then to now. So yeah. And one other place that I've always wanted to try is, even though I know they're no longer a thing, Pharrell's Ice Cream Parlor, for the most part. I've always wanted to try out their ice cream or get a happy birthday song for them and everything. Seriously, with the way how they did their ice cream and parties and how they served them and everything like that, especially with the big ice cream bowls and everything, I want to give them a try. So, you know, anyone know about Pharrell's Ice Cream Parlor? I'd give them a try, for the most part. But yeah. I have wanted to try Burger King from way back then, especially when I was born. Some of their fast food items and everything like that before they made all the various changes and everything like that. But more than anything, I've always wanted to try a rodeo burger. If it was good, that was, especially when they did the promo with Small Soldiers for the most part. And if anyone remembers the commercial where Chip Hazard argued with the judge about the rodeo burger, and then he got carried away. The rodeo burger, it was pretty tasty, but you can't handle the rodeo burger. Oh god. But yeah, thanks for the question. I really appreciate it more than anything like that. Moving on to the next and possibly the last question. Yeah. Thanks again for the question. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I've always wanted to go back in time to taste out the various burgers from whenever establishments got open and everything like that, from Mickey D's, Burger King, and Wendy's. Alright, let me take a sip of my coffee real quick. My last question comes from the roster 74. I have a question for the Q&A. How did you and Hurricane 360 meet? Oh, well. I don't really talk about Hurricane 500,000 or 360 as he's called now. I don't really talk about him nowadays, but I'll tell you, I discovered Hurricane stuff on Newgrounds when he still used it, and when he still did Sonic GX, and after a while, I kind of reached out to Hurricane and I said, I'd like to collaborate or be part of the team if you're able to. Back then when I was using DeviantArt back then, I went by the moniker of Sage Ryu Murayami, which was a take on my character's name back then, because I originally named Kenshin Sage. Seriously. Looking at it now, I'm like, why did I name Kenshin Sage back then? But anyway, I had a little helping hand, and we shared the same type of love for Chun-Li and pizza, for that matter, as well as a few other little things, including I love for Sonic and I can't really remember, but yeah, we shared the same type of love and everything like that, especially toward video games. And I also had the pleasure of meeting his soon-to-be wife, Trainer Kelly, and we hit it off pretty good for the most part, until much later on, especially when he canceled doing Sonic GX, and I'm like, okay. Then afterwards, he did the Sonic Mania playthrough, where he basically did the parody abridged version. It's like, yeah! He basically trolled, for the most part, with Ray and Mighty and everything like that. Like, yeah, push-ups, push-ups, push-ups. And he had J Fox Fire watching it, and this other person. And I did a reaction to that. And after, when I posted it, I'm like, dude, you deleted it? That was a reaction for you. I basically reacted to the video, and I said that I was gonna basically post it. But after a while, I'm like, you've changed, Hurricane. You've changed. Seriously, with how he does his recordings for, his parodies of Luigi's Mansion, Legend of Zelda, and dare I say recently, a Banjo-Kazooie. Even though I haven't looked at his channel in a while, I'm like, Hurricane just dropped. He basically tanked for the most part. I really don't talk to him anymore. Neither is J Fox Fire and a few other users, because after a while I'm like, and when he sent me that little message of canceling Sonic GX Dubbed, which was a passion project when I did Sonic GX Dubbed, I'm like, I was understandable. I was okay with it and everything like that. I had no ill tidings toward Hurricane, for that matter. It was basically a passion project dubbed like ArcLad84 when he did Super Mario Bros. Z, and I really wanted to do something to show appreciation for Hurricane, basically, because Sonic GX was, in a way, kind of like Super Mario Bros. Z, but I guess the later episodes just didn't stack up and everything. If he had the time, and he had the patience, and he had the virtue and everything like that, he could have easily gone back to fix episode, what was it? Episode 5 or 6, because of how it ended so abruptly. Or even, for that matter, fixing episode 1, because with how I did the dub of episode 1 and everything like that, I felt like it was much better. But yeah, I don't really talk to Hurricane 500,000, or even for that matter Trainer Kelly anymore, and maybe it's just for the best. So yeah. Besides, I've moved on, and I found other stuff to do. Basically, I have much more success at taking a look at other people's stuff, and we get along really well, such as Skunk Starlight, DarkKyu 09, my pal Lance, aka New Splat World, HappySlapComedy, and Gabe, who basically did the Elemental Rising games, if you remember those. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for the question. I really do appreciate it, the roster. Let's move on to the finale of this video and just get this out of the way. Alrighty, that is going to do it for the Q&A segment and everything, and that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for sending in your questions. I really do appreciate it. If I do another Q&A segment video and everything, I will let you know beforehand. Leave a like, leave a comment, and click on the subscribe button to be notified whenever I do upload new videos and everything like that. For now, this is LeoHightower. Thank you peeps very much for watching and listening to these video updates, and I hope to see all you beautiful sons and guns again next time. Until then, I hope you will all stay golden. Bang.